her. And I'm serious. And I love her. I always tell her, you're one of my daughters. Because,
I call her enough for her to be my mother.
I do too. We have an issue with all the
it's
texts.
awful. It's like, it's just so awful. Like, she'd be like, please, not after 10 o'clock, not after 11 o'clock. And then I'll freak out. I look at my phone. I'm like, damn, I sent that text at 2 a.m.
Our time schedules are flipped.
Oh, yeah, and I'm also on tour. I'm in another country, like time zones. I'm like, Doctor, how am I going to get this medicine in another? And it has nothing to do with anything gynecological. I'm just like, I'm in Paris, and I need something for my ear, nose, and throat, and I need help. But I don't know.
When I went into Dr. A's office, we did a lifetime risk. We did a genetic test. She just really gave me information and informed me in a way that I hadn't really been informed about my own health. We are going to have a lifetime risk calculator on Utera Health. And can you talk a bit about that?
So every patient that walks into my office gets their lifetime risk calculated. A lot of people are
of breast cancer.
Of breast cancer. A lot of people think because they don't have it in their family, they're not at risk for breast cancer. The general population, not knowing about any woman, average risk of breast cancer is 12.5%. And when I say that to patients are like, well, that's not a big deal. But you know what I say? What if I told you that your plane that you're about to board had a 12.5% chance of crashing? Would you board that plane?
No.
Exactly.
Maybe, depending.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not going to lie, maybe. I don't know.
No. Maybe if I'm going to Paris.
I'm saying, I'm going somewhere really awesome, and it's like, when will I ever get to do this again? I might. I just pray.
No, I would personally. I think 12.5%, if you look at it that way, is a big number. So average risk of population is 12.5, which is significant, right? Then you add height to it, it can go up. As your breast gets denser, it goes up.
What, did you find a lump first before you sent me?
No, I calculated your lifetime risk of breast cancer.
That was
after. All right.
I think you may have found it.
You had a fibroadenoma, which is a benign, breast mass that a lot of young girls have. But because of her family history, and do you want to share your family history or no?
Oh, my mom dealt with breast cancer, and my aunt also had a mastectomy, and
Did they survive?
Yeah. Everyone's great. My mom's been clear for 7 years.
You see her, she's healthy, she eats healthy, she lives a great life, but yet family history matters, right? So someone like her, and a lot of people, almost every single person has some family member with some sort of cancer. It could be
my
prostate.
grandma also has cancer.
Right? Colon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like,
my grandfather had colon cancer too.
I mean, every family, if you take a history, a lot of people have family history of cancer. So we have genetic tests for that. You have to make sure there's not an underlying gene mutation in your DNA that can increase your lifetime risk for certain cancers. It could be breast, it could be pancreas, it could be colon, it could be uterus, it could be ovary. So I checked her, she's negative, but you still can't assume everyone. These tests are available. It's a full panel genetic testing. But when you do that, in addition to that, you have to calculate someone's lifetime risk. Just because you don't carry a gene mutation doesn't mean you're not going to get breast cancer, right? Or that your lifetime risk is not high. I didn't have a gene mutation. I had no family history of breast cancer, but my lifetime risk was 37%. So it's important to know what that number is.
When we did the lifetime risk, we may have did it twice.
So I can explain it. Okay. I know what you're going to ask. So when she first presented to my office, I didn't know the density of her breast, and I just knew her height, weight, family history, and she was not, at that time she had not been tested with genetic testing. So when I calculated her lifetime risk and did a genetic test, her gene mutation was completely negative, but her lifetime risk because of her family members was really high. Do you want me to share that number or no?
Sure.
Her first lifetime risk calculation was 53%.
How did you feel when you heard that?
I didn't understand, so it didn't really bother me. No
You
disrespect.
see what I deal with?
Well,
And I
but
can't see
this is
it.
the point. This is actually really the point. So that 50%. So then what happens? You have somebody that has 50% lifetime risk.
53% based on height, weight, whether or not they've had children when they got their period, who in their family has breast cancer, multiple factors, right? So you can't sit here and say, I don't have it in my family, I won't get it. You have to plug in all the factors and figure out that number. So obviously, she wasn't scared. I was terrified with 53%. So what happens is when your lifetime risk is more than 20%, you need to start breast imaging at age 30.
Not
right?
40, which is
not
normally.
40, which is exactly. She would walk into another doctor's office. They would say, "Oh, your mom had breast cancer." You usually go 10 years prior, right? If you don't calculate lifetime risk, it's 10 years prior your first relative's age of diagnosis, or 40, right? But someone like her would get missed because she's younger. She's not even close to 40, but her lifetime risk is high. So
I feel like I'm technically closer to 40 than I
oh
am.
my God, don't
Than I
listen
am
to her.
I
20.
am closer to 60 than I am 40, which is a really bad thing. I'm 52.
Oh, you look fantastic.
I'm 53. I'm older than you.
Well, both y'all are fantastic. All right, fine. I'll be close to 40.
So because her genetic test was negative and because I found out the density of her breast, the second time I could calculate it, she dropped from 53% to about 27% because in the formula.
Great. I was like, oh my God, I'm having a nervous breakdown over here.
I'm screaming me staying the exact same because again, I don't know. I went. They put a metal ball in the
Yeah, I had one too when they took a
Yeah, they
so
also
make
took
sure
a
that it's
piece of
there, yeah.
it. Yeah, they take a little biopsy of it, then they put the ball in there. And then what's crazy is when I got my boobs done, my doctor took out some of my fibrosis. Well, I didn't. He was like, there was so much fibrosis. It was crazy, and he took it out. And so when I went back, a lot of the concerns were gone. But the market, by accident, he had no idea. It was so weird. I mean, I like seeing somebody spiritual about it, about specifically the breast cancer situation and the marker before I had the results of the biopsy and all that. I had talked to somebody because I was like, I got to figure out what's going on in the higher realms and whether it's to be done about it or whatever. But yeah, so then by the time the results came back and by the time I was supposed to see you before I got my breast surgery, but I didn't. And I like snuck kind of and got it anyways. I was not supposed to. With my risk of breast cancer and then with the actual, like I have markers in my breast, like metal markers in my breast for all these fibrosis, for these lumps or whatever. I'm not supposed to be getting breast implants.
Well, your boobs look great.
No, I got them. Long story. So anyway,
They look amazing.
I took them out.
Wow.
I took them out. So basically, I put them in. They ended up hurting me. I got way too much scar tissue because my breasts are too dense, and I'm not supposed to have breast implants. And I ended up getting extra fibrosis, like with tissue, whatever. And I didn't feel good, and it was painful. So I took them out, and now they're just my boobs.
They
But
look
so
good.
but saying that to say thank you. But saying that to say like God is good, and all the weird stuff that was in there, I haven't checked in maybe like 2.5 years, so I need to go back. I just scheduled it.
Good.
Thanks to Dr. A's office, I just scheduled it. But I will say, I mean, I haven't even felt my boobs in so long, but they feel pretty nice, like normal to me. I don't feel any lumps and.
But that doesn't mean, so by the time you feel a lump, it's already been there a few years. The reason we do all this imaging is to catch it few years before you can actually palpate it. So I'm glad you scheduled it because I was about to tell on you.
Oh my God. I scheduled it. I'm really naughty, but I feel like I'm like naughty, but also really attentive. Like I'm obsessed with doing things the right way, and
Yeah,
like
you
and
are.
knowing what's going on. Like I have to know what's going on, and I have to know why something's happening and all the potential side effects of something. Before, because I'm also really reactive. Remember when my hair fell out from spironolactone?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Not stress, right?
But
no.
you know what I
No. I keep wanting to put
I tell you-
something on stress.
I wish. It's like my stress is actually just why I'm like bitchy. But other than that, I really just am really physically
never
allergic.
Never.
No, y'all just haven't
Ever.
seen me in that. You've seen me in deep, frantic distress, but never bitchy.
Never bitchy.
No, because there's no
It's
reason for
worrying
that.
about a medical condition and being bitchy they're two separate things.
Yes, I can get really edgy about medical
Health stuff.
Yeah.
You get scared with health stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the same way. Listen, maybe I have
No,
PTSD
you're
from
really
my breast
casual.
cancer,
Well,
but
she says that sometimes, like, since she had breast cancer, she will get a headache and say, oh my God, do I have brain cancer? I mean, it's just, you know, there is,
I
there's.
put myself in an MRI machine 2 weeks ago because I kept having headaches. And you know, when you've had the diagnosis of cancer, I'm sure you know with your mom,
Yeah.
there's the PTSD aspect that comes with it. I think the reason you get anxious with health stuff is because of all your family members. I mean, I went through it.
Me
It's
too,
it's
yeah.
traumatic. When someone tells you you have cancer, or even if it's your mom or your sister or a loved one, it's really difficult.
Especially if like you feel like things were missed and maybe you had a hunch on a couple of things and you didn't press the line, or you know what I mean, you didn't call anybody. And like with my grandma, there were so many signs
That she had colon cancer. I know.
there were so many signs that things were wrong, and there was for years, and there was so much like, oh, and so now I'm just super, but you know, I try not to let it make me crazy, but I am very even with my mom and her psoriasis, and you know, her palms went black, like completely black, and the bottom of her feet went completely black, and I was like, what? And she was like, oh, you know, when they were itching and burning and like, and you know, when you look up psoriasis on the internet, there's only white people, like examples.
Right,
so it's
right,
like
right.
red
Isn't
and
that
flaky.
crazy?
I've never seen anything with black palms or anything like that. So she had to go talk to somebody about autoimmune stuff, but it's also COVID. So she had to talk to somebody on Zoom. And then it was so much like, I was so anxious because like of her previous health issues and feeling like, like, she's not taking this seriously enough, and like, what could it mean? Like, is she losing oxygen to her limbs? Like, is that why her palms and her feet are black? Like, is she gonna have to get them amputated? Like, what's going on? Like, there's so many things.
And I think with Google now, we're all doctors. We're all looking up everything. And then
Between Google and like personal experience, I am a doctor. I'm not really a doctor though, because I'm gonna mess up your prescriptions. But but I'd be knowing what's going on with me. Except unless it's a feminine issue, I don't know anything.
But you're your own advocate, though. I've noticed that about you. If something is not right, she's going to say, what is this? I appreciate that.
Me too.
Better than saying, it's nothing. Well, let's make sure it's nothing. You know, she's young, you're young. But when you get above 50, you have to be careful. You can't just walk around and say, it's okay, it's not okay.
Yeah.
You know, you need your heart checked. You need to do your annual blood test. You need to do
I just
certain
got a colonoscopy. I love going under. I know that sounds terrible.
I love going under.
Oh my God.
Literally, I've had 3 colonoscopies. I love going under.
Like most women, my friends and I sit around all the time and talk about our skincare. And I found that red light therapy is one of the best ways to take care of things like wrinkles, eczema, acne, scar tissue, and much, much more. Bon Charge is a holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-based products to optimize your life in every way. They have an extensive range of premium wellness products that help you sleep better, perform better, have more energy, recover faster, balance hormones, and reduce inflammation. The list is endless. From blue light glasses to red light therapy to EMF management and circadian-friendly lighting, Bon Charge's products help you naturally address the issues of our modern-day way of life with maximum impact. It only takes 10 to 20 minutes a day with Bon Charge's red light face mask and Max red light therapy devices to feel rejuvenated and fresh. Your skin will thank you. Bon Charge has other amazing products such as low blue light bulbs, blue light glasses, EMF protection products, infrared sauna blanket, and 100% blackout sleep mask, all backed by science. I love my 100% blacked out sleep mask. Bon Charge ships worldwide, it has easy return and exchanges, and a 12-month warranty on all red light therapy devices. Go to boncharge.com and use coupon code SHEMD to save 15%. That's BONCHARGE.com and use coupon code SHEMD to save 15%. Can I ask you, you are on a tour now. Are you still on tour?
I'm always on tour.
You're always on tour.
Always
How
working.
do you, okay, so I kind of want to get back to your amazing, incredible career.
It's just been a beautiful process just to like be able to create next to people that are so brilliant. And I feel like, yeah, everybody in my musical life is so excellent. I've just been surrounded by excellence from, I don't know, since the inception. I just stumbled on people who are so great at their craft. Like whether it's my friends that are just somehow the best musicians I've ever heard, and they've gone on to have #1 records of their own and do all these other things as producers, like Carter, Lang, and I just look up with the best people around me. I'm just so blessed.
Do you find that you're a lot of the times the only woman in the room? I mean, it's
but
that's
no.
okay, or is that, or do you?
Yeah, I don't care. I feel like that never matters to me, and I don't know if I feel so much like a woman, like in the spot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I feel like it's me, the only girl here. Like, I just feel like I'm with the homies, and I think they feel like I'm the homie, and that's part of why I don't know. I can move the way I move because it can be like when I want to be hyper feminine and like I want to do the things and be perceived much softer in a different space, but that like takes attention and intention. But if I'm just myself, then I'm just like a person, and like I can hang with anybody, I can create with anybody, and it doesn't feel like anything. It's just energy exchanging and like coming together and like creating, and it's a
And
vibe.
so many of your songs are about love, falling in love, losing love.
Yeah.
I mean, can we talk about some inspiration? Do you get your heart broken and then write a song, like Taylor Swift does? Like, I mean, how does it work with that process for you?
A lot of it's like just old stuff, like my first loves, my first heartbreaks that I had to like just get past, and processing those things much later in life. I was engaged to somebody. I was with him for like 10, 11 years. I loved him so very much. But even before him, I was with like somebody else, and there was like a transition period, and like I learned so much in those first serious relationships, and all my albums are about like those first relationships. And now it's just like, just the ugly parts of those things I think are just more interesting to talk about. So that's what
Do they help you process it?
yeah, because once I do it, it's over. Like I never listen to my own music once it's done, unless I'm performing it. And even then, I'm not listening to it. I'm like performing it. But yeah,
When you did Black Panther, you went from 0 to 100. Does it feel like it's happened quickly, or does it feel like it's been a long time? I mean, and you
no, it's still happening so quickly. Like I'm in the middle of the blender. Like you don't really get to look. Sometimes though, you get to look out at everything and be like, "Whoa, I'm really far from like when we were in Poland on the beach at this festival," and I was like, "Whoa, I'm so far from home. This is so weird that I'm in Poland right now." Like, and then like, I don't know, like my life and God has brought me this far in my career, and I was like, "Whoa, the people around me are so like amazing, and I'm so blessed to be around all these amazing people." And I just started crying on the beach, and it was so weird because my life has been so colorful and like huge and insane, way past anything I could ever come up for myself. And it's just very, I don't know, it's just so weird and bizarre. And it's such a blessing. I'm so honored and like really fucking lucky to, I don't know, have the people that are around me, whether it's the people I create with, whether it's like my best friend that doubles as my manager, but like she really understands me. So it's like she's also like my life partner and like my soulmate type shit. But it's like that's also very rare to have somebody that is smart and has good taste and you can trust and can do things with. Because a lot of people have friends, and, you love your friends, but like, you love your friends in a certain space. You can't blend that.
She keeps saying, I'm surrounded by so much love. I have so many people who are great around me.
I do.
You know why? Because you're the center of it. You should see the text messages I randomly get from her. It's just, no, I'm serious. It's just love coming out of your pores. You give so much love to people around you. I mean, I'm your doctor, your mom, your second mom, but the text messages you send me fills up my heart. I mean, to take like a second to type up something so loving and send it to someone, it takes a lot of courage and passion, and that's why people are so attracted to you. Do you know what I have thousands of patients. If you tell me, name one of the top 10 favorite patients, one of them is her because of that level of love, though.
I just want to be top 10 favorite patient. I don't even care about
No.
people.
You don't care about the Grammy Awards.
Fuck the rest. I don't even want to be a good person. I just want to be top 10 favorite patient.
But she is. But you see who she is. And that's why you're surrounded with so much love. You always do good for other people. You take care of people around you.
No,
That's why your life is
don't
where it is.
Anything else? No.
No, it's not luck.
I will say I do believe that some part of me, beyond me being embarrassed and like feeling like a bad person or whatever the case may be, there's some part of me that does call the energy around me. And I'm grateful for that part of me or that goodness in me that does call the goodness around me, because wow, it's like, I feel like the people around me are just like better than I could like ever be, and like better than I am, and I aspire to be like more like them. But I'm grateful to have them, and like I don't want to like use them up or waste their time or their energy. But yeah.
Was there a moment or a person that changed your life, that changed the direction of your life?
I had a friend in fifth grade. She was funny and like cool and popular, and she moved from like far away, and she had all this like crazy